Hi guys, welcome back to Dualcraft Labs. Today we're going to be talking about the Snapmaker U1 and I'm going to give you my unbiased opinion on this machine. So the Snapmaker U1 is a multi-filament color changing 3D printer. It's a little bit different than something like the Bamboo Labs P1S, which I have over here, which I'm going to be making the comparison to, in that instead of switching out the filaments itself, where the P1S with the AMS, it retracts the filament, then it adds the new filament in, cuts it, builds the priming tower, and things like that. This will actually change the tool head. So it's not swapping in and out the filament, it's actually swapping out the tool head. And there are 4 tool heads that it can swap in and out. This does a couple things. It eliminates a lot of the filament waste and a lot of the filament poop because it's not having to swap out and purge the lines as it swaps out the filament, because you have each of these tool heads are dedicated to a specific color. The other thing is this makes it quicker whenever you're printing multicolor items on your 3D printer. The setup for this is simple, but there's a lot of steps to it. You have to install a lot of items whenever you get this. Go back and look at our setup video for the Snapmaker U1. It's one of the first videos that we did here on Dualcraft Labs. This took me probably an hour to actually assemble, and then I had to go through and bind it and do all of that stuff with the software. And it does come with software, its own version of Orca Slicer, as well as an app for your phone. And you have to use your phone to finish the setup and bind it and all of that. So the setup wasn't too bad. It just takes, it's very time consuming. And for the most part, the instructions are fairly clear. It uses a lot of pictures, not a lot of words. So just be mindful that some of the pictures you kind of have to take a really good look at to make sure that you're doing what you're really supposed to be doing and in the order that you're supposed to be doing it, because the order is really important whenever you're putting this together. The print quality on this is really good. It rivals the Bamboo Labs. This is the Dragon that it comes with. Now, it says that you're supposed to print it in the red and black, and I think there's some white in there. I actually did it in this yellow and beigeish color because I was doing something else and then forgot to switch it out. So, but the quality is really good. You can see here that it is really, I'm going to put my hand behind it just so the camera will focus here. But the quality is really good. We get the scales, the ripples on the scales and everything like that. Now, this is the print that comes with the machine whenever you do it. So, from the get-go, this is all dialed in for this. And he's my little mascot for this printer. He sits up there in the corner. And it doesn't take too long to do that. That's one of the things that is nice about this, is because it's changing out the tool heads, that it's much quicker. It doesn't have to retract the filament, add more filament in, and purge the line or the tool, the tool tip there. It's already got those. These are already ready to go. It just goes and grabs the right color whenever it goes to actually print that particular color. I want to talk about the pros of this, and I've mentioned some of these from the get-go. It is faster, just like we just said. It is faster because unlike the P1S, the Bamboo Lab P1S with the AMS, it's not retracting that filament. It's just going and grabbing the tool head, and you don't have to take the time to retract that. And you can see here, I've put in a graphic here, a side-by-side for the same item. This is a knitted looking candy corn. These make great Halloween gifts. I turn them into keychains, and I can't keep this in stock whenever I put them up. But you can see that there is a difference of the P1S time as to compared to the Snapmaker. And a lot of people say, yeah, but that's estimated time. The actual time is for both of these is pretty darn close to that estimated time. So, there is a much quicker and a larger difference whenever you're using the Snapmaker U1, whenever you're printing multicolor. Now, whenever you're not printing multicolor, though, the times are the same. The quality is the same. I do a lot of lithophanes, and I do them in a single color. So having the tool changer really doesn't matter for either one whenever you're just doing a single color. We've talked about that this is less waste. So you're actually going to be able to cut down on your cost because you're not wasting any of that filament that you have, that would purge out the back of the P1S, and you keep having to empty it, and you go, what do I do with this? And me, I just throw it away. Some people use it for other things. Some people recycle it and things like that. The print quality on this, as you saw from the Dragon, is really good. Even those knitted little candy corns that we showed the graphic of earlier, those come out really well. It's about the same quality as the Bambu Labs P1S. So you're getting that really good quality that we have there. I want to also talk a little bit about how much this costs. Now, I bought this on the Kickstarter, so it cost me a little bit less. But I just looked, and today is April 5th of 2026, and they are having it on sale for $8.49. It comes with this full setup that you have here, and you can, and it comes with the 4 filaments. They're only half spool filaments, though, as opposed to the P1S with the AMS is on sale, right, or it sells for $9.49. Regularly, this is $9.99, but you can get it on sale, and I think this thing goes on sale quite often for about $8.49 right now. So those are the pros. If you are looking to do multicolor, this is definitely quicker for that. Some of the cons: the Snapmaker Orca version of the slicer is very basic right now. Now, you can use the Orca slicer if you want. You don't have to use they call it Snorka for the Snapmaker Orca fork. It is not there yet. It is not as sophisticated as the Bambu Labs slicer that they have. Unfortunately, with the Bambu Labs slicer, you do almost everything in the software itself. You don't do a whole lot on the machine, at least with the P1S. However, with the Snapmaker U1, you do a lot on this screen here. You change the colors of your filaments in here. You can start and stop the print just like you can with the P1S, but it seems like they're relying a lot on this very clear multicolor LED screen that the Bambu Lab P1S you do on the software. So there's that little learning curve that you have to do. And again, this is based off of the Snapmaker Orca fork of the slicer. Other slicers that you can use, you may not have to do that. There is an open top here. There is no top. Unlike the P1S over here, it's got that top where your AMS can sit. This is an open top here. Now, you can buy a top for this, and I think it was going for $150. It may be $100. Don't quote me on the actual price. But to me, you should not have to buy an additional piece of equipment to make this complete. I was a little taken aback whenever they said, no, you have to buy the top. Now, There are some STLs out there and 3MFs out there where you can create and print your own top and put some plexiglass in there. But to me, I think they could have provided the top. It is just a plastic top that sits on top here. There are in the corners, in each of the corners, there's little rubber stoppers where you can set those on there. And I just thought that, they should have included that with the machine. Why is this important? This thing can be loud whenever it's actually printing. And if you don't have that top, and I don't, it can be loud. And this is sitting in my craft space, which is small. I also use it as my work office. And if I have this thing running, and I have music playing or something like that, I have to turn up the music because this is a little bit louder than something like the Bamboo Labs P1S. By the way, this is my little script here that I have. And we mentioned this earlier, there is no advantage for single color prints. So if you're just going to be doing single color prints, there is no advantage to having this because you are just going to be using one tool head at a time. If you're going to be doing multicolor prints, and especially if you are doing them in mass and you're mass producing things, and every little minute counts, this is definitely the way to go for doing that. If you are familiar, and I want to go back to the software for a minute, if you're familiar with the Bamboo Labs slicer, it's very similar to what the Snorka slicer is, the Snapmaker Orca slicer, in the way that the UI is, but there are a lot of things missing. It's getting there. I just got another update today. Of course, I haven't been on for probably a week or 2 weeks, so I may have been behind, but they are constantly improving that, and I'm hoping eventually that the software will get there. With that said, putting the software aside, because I do multicolor prints, I would definitely recommend the Snapmaker U1. I think that the amount of time you save in not only the setup, but also the amount of time that you save in printing, the amount of filament that you save and you're actually able to use, which end up costing you less money, is definitely outweighing the software and the lack of functionality currently in the software. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this really quick review of the Snapmaker U1. It is a 3D printer. If you're looking to get into 3D printing, definitely I would recommend this. Thank you again for watching Dualcraft Labs. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're always putting out new videos every week, or at least that's what we plan on doing. And if you have anything that you want to know about as far as lasers or UV printers or 3D printers, please don't hesitate to either DM us or leave something in the comments. We always read the comments. Thanks again.